Guys, welcome back to the Desert Road. Today we have my own personal car. It's a 2022 Lincoln Aviator Reserve, sitting here in metallic black paint with the large 22-inch wheels. We're gonna talk about the car, let you know what I feel about it. I've had it for about a month, and why honestly it's not the perfect car for me, and it will be for sale soon. So follow me along on this ride. Let's talk about her and take her for a drive. Let's go. First, let's start off talking about this exterior. We previously did review a 23 Aviator that looks identical to this one outside of a few minor options. So we're gonna go around this car, show you everything on the exterior here. Starting off, it's got these awesome 22-inch wheels. This is part of the Jet appearance package where it blacks out everything on the car. You can only opt that with certain colors on this car, black being one of them. You can also get it with silver or white, or they have a version of burgundy. It looks great. It's an absolute must for me. So this particular Reserve is optioned with every single option outside of the lighting package. So these are the standard headlights. These aren't their high-end LED headlights. So as you can see, this car also does not have the fog lights that will typically be here, and this does not illuminate the badge over here. So I actually prefer the look without the illumination package. These headlights here look slimmer because they black out this bottom part right here. Overall, I think it looks badass and menacing. To me, illumination package on here was not a must. The size of this car is awesome. 3-row SUV, it fits everything you'd want in here and more. It's got real exhaust tips right here, which is kind of rare to see on modern cars these days, coming out of various factories. This one actually has the tow package, and I appreciate the fact that they actually have a cover over here that hides the actual towing interface behind it. Some cars just kind of leave it out in the open. I don't know why other manufacturers do that. Clean design. I love these headlights. The illuminated LED light strip looks phenomenal. Car looks spectacular in black. We're gonna open the trunk, show you how much room there is. We got the third row down in here. This looks and has enough space for, I mean, all your gear. You can see we have a full-size stroller, a little cubby here, and there's plenty of room left over for groceries. So it's definitely awesome. More than enough space for anything you can want in here. That wraps up the exterior of the car. We're going to talk a bit about the interior and then take it on a drive. Let's check her out. All right, looking at the interior, we have this gorgeous ebony roast leather interior. This is kind of like a brown mocha interior. These only come, the Reserves, with 3 options. It comes with the black leather, this roast, and then a lighter beige interior. So what I like about this interior most is this is the only interior that comes with the dark headliner. If you opt for the black leather seats, you get a beige light headliner. I cannot stand light headliners on here, which is why I was particularly looking for this interior. It gives it a nice pop of color, looks very classy, very elegant, and this color shows much better in person than it does in pictures. Absolutely gorgeous. As you can see, this one also has the luxury seating package. So these are 30-way adjustable seats where literally every, you know, from the back padding to the seat bolsters, everything is adjustable down to each individual leg extender right here. These are also massage seats, has tons of massage functions. Overall, these seats are fairly comfortable. Some people don't like the fact that these bolsters are overly kind of grabby. So the seat bolsters and these paddings right here, especially for a bigger frame, they can be very constricting. So make sure you enjoy these seats and you get very comfortable in these prior to committing to the car. The only other option choice for the interior that this gives you, so as you can see, this comes with the wood. The other option is you can get a very simple aluminum finish for the dash here and the center console area, right? 28 speaker system here, this Rebel system, one of my favorite features about this car. It sounds absolutely fantastic. In any mode, you don't even got to bump it loud for it to give you the full effect. Overall, it sounds great. I really love that about this Lincoln. All right, so we're gonna move on to the back seat and discuss that briefly. As you can see, back seats, these have the the captain's chairs here. You can also opt this with a bench. I like the captain's chairs. They're very comfortable. There's two options then. You can have the low you know, cup holder here, or you can have a high console. I like the low one because you can get in here and step over that to get into the third row. Just generally gives you a little bit more space. Or if there's somebody in the third row, they have feet to, you know, they can stretch out, put one or both of their feet into that area, so you have a little bit more feet room for the third row passengers. So again, seats look great, finished in beautiful leather. Really no complaints with these back seats. They're very spacious. We have a rear facing seat here, very easy to load children in and out. This roof sits fairly high, so very usable with little kids in here. Great, as you can see, it has the shades here, a moonroof that goes all the way to the back here, a nice big moonroof. Overall, this back seat is great. It has tons of AC outlets right here, so separate rear controls for your heating and the cooling. I believe these rear seats are also heated and cooled, which you don't find in too many cars, short of, you know, sometimes of $100,000. So definitely a lot of value here for the money, and tons of space for your family. All right, briefly, I'm gonna climb in here and talk a little bit about the layout. What I love about this particular car is the amount of storage room it has in your immediate vicinity. So not only does it have space for two cup holders right here, a small cubby here for keys and such, it also has another full cubby right here. You can put your phone, cords, documents, you know, some of the things you need. Nice, spacious armrest area right here. Also an area for your phone right there if you want to do that. And as a bonus, you get all this space right here under the console, which again, you can, especially on a road trip, you know, stash away a couple goodies, candy, whatever the heck you like to drive with. So absolutely great. The car is now on. I wanted to show you some of the features and functions inside now. This is great that Lincoln still gives you all the physical buttons. So you have your temperature controls, you have your steering wheel heater, heated and cooled seats, which is awesome to have on here. You got your screen, you got your CarPlay, navigation. Nice, clean, simple design. Let me close this up so you guys can see. You have your speed and the RPM gauge. Where this car shines is in the heads-up display. It gives you so much info up there, so including the speed, the temperature, time, and the miles to empty. It's absolutely phenomenal. It's one of the best heads-up displays I've seen in any car. That basically wraps up the interior. Let's go for a drive and talk about this car, how it sits on the road. Guys, we got this 22 Aviator Reserve out on the road, and the immediate feelings you get from driving this is just how kind of plush and floaty everything is. So this particular Lincoln has the dynamic handling package. So this is on full air suspension, and to me, from my point of view, this is slightly on the softer side. It rides very floaty. Probably one of the softest suspensions I've been to in any car. Acceleration is fairly lazy in here as well. It does pull away. It's never lacking in power, but you do feel the car's weight, and when you get onto it, it does take a second for the car to kind of spring into action. This is definitely not one of those cars that's eager to go at any time. You really got to be pushing this for it to get up and go. I wish this would have had a couple extra horsepower to maneuver all this weight around. All right, for example, I'll show you what I'm talking about. We're doing about, you know, 35 miles per hour, you know, and then you get onto it, you know. So does the car pull away? Well, absolutely, but it's just very lazy acceleration and throttle in this car. So you can alter that somewhat. We've been driving in comfort mode. It does have what's called, let's see, an excite mode, right? So excite mode keeps the car in lower gear, gives a slightly enhanced throttle response. So let's take a look at this. Increases the engine noise a bit. That's one of the things where this Lincoln does not shine to me, is this engine noise sounds a bit coarse for my liking. There's no exhaust noise whatsoever. It's just this kind of an overworked engine noise that you hear, especially under low acceleration from a light. Overall, just The entire body composition on here, everything this car does, it does to soothe you and not upset you in any way, including this full-on air suspension feel that just gives you this like very floaty ride, especially over, you know, smooth or uneven surfaces. It does very well, but it's not exactly my cup of tea when it comes to a car, an SUV, as I typically prefer a more enthusiast or a sporty ride to the car. All right, we're gonna move right in into our 3 likes and 3 dislikes. Starting off with 3 likes. My number 1 favorite like about this car is the way it looks. With the jet appearance package in black with the large 22-inch wheels, this car looks menacing. It looks badass. It looks above its price class. I mean, this absolutely looks like a 6-figure car. It has the perfect SUV shape. To me, in the SUV class, this is probably my favorite looking car. There is no bad angle on here. The front looks awesome. The back looks nice, clean, and modern. And this design will age well for years. So I absolutely love the way this car looks. Now, my number 2 like is I like this interior. I like this mocha ebony two-tone with the black. I think it looks great. This color really works in this car. Additionally, the fact that Lincoln still kept in all the physical control buttons. They're easy to see, easy to use. They're at your fingertips. You don't got to point or look for stuff. It's not in the screen. I like the fact that they kept this in. My number 3 like is, out of all the cars I've driven and tested, this probably has one of the best sound systems that they give you. So this Revel 28 speaker sound system is absolutely outstanding. So it sounds great. You don't even gotta play it super loud to extract the most out of it. They did a great job putting that in here. All right, guys, moving into my 3 dislikes. My number 1 dislike is it would have to be this air suspension. Because of the way it floats over the road, many people love this feeling, especially if you're looking for that. I'm used to sportier, more enthusiastic, more firm cars. This air suspension is not something I enjoy on day-to-day living. You're very disconnected from the road, even on these 22-inch wheels, or when you're taking turns or you're entering uneven surfaces, you really feel the sway in this car. So not something I particularly enjoy. Number 2 dislike is the laziness and the slouchiness of this acceleration. You know, you really gotta lean into it for this car to pick up speed. It's not lacking power per se, but I would just have liked more pep in a car of this size and this class. And number 3 dislike, and this is probably what aggravates me most about this, it still has that American build quality. As just overall small issues all around the car, you know, maybe a door seal here, maybe a paint issue there, but overall this is nowhere near the level of German counterparts. If you're talking Audi, Porsche, BMW levels, Americans still have a lot of catching up to do to produce perfect cars. All right, guys, now to wrap up this review, I gave you the pros and cons. We took it on a small drive. You know, basically, I bought this car about a month ago. It's a great car, has a lot of great features. It's a tremendous value for the buck. I mean, it's got almost every luxury feature you can possibly want, including heated and cooled seats, massage seats. It's got the full heads-up display, full leather seats. I mean, this car is decked out, especially for the money that these cost. But given the car's drive and kind of overall build quality, I'm going to be looking to get back into a German car once again. I don't know which particular car. I'm looking at BMWs and Audis. I just gotten used to the German feel, the sportier ride, and overall just the way the cars handle themselves on the road. All in all, if you're looking for a great family SUV that has tons of luxury, tons of comfort, you don't really care about driver engagement, definitely take a look at this, the Aviator. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. A lot of people love these cars. As for me, I'll be looking to make a move soon, and I'll catch you on the other side back in the Germans. Till next time on the Desert Road.